It took me years to realize this, but once I understood this, it was a game changer for me. You hear people say the poor are getting poorer while the rich are becoming richer. Every time I heard this statement, I couldn't help but wonder how can this be and how it can change. Then until I realized 85% of the population don't understand money and wealth creating process. Most people, when you ask them why they are struggling and not successful, many will tell you it's because of someone or something outside themselves. Many state it's their government fault, their bosses, their environment, their lack of higher education, their lack of rich parents, and so on. But what if that was not the cause? What I'm about to unveil will stun you and possibly trigger you. For the first time, I will take away your clutch, the clutch that you use in order to push the responsibility and accountability to be successful on someone else. But I do want you to watch and listen with an open mind because this video could be the best video that you ever watched in your entire life. To demonstrate this, let me use an example. Let's say your name is Jack, and you as Jack have a desire to be a musician. Words just flows to you. You can rap or create a relic just from a word or a situation you hear or come across, from any topic whether it's love, money, or an experience. You decide to write down this few words and continue formulating more words that align with relics, and soon you have a complete song created from your mind. You sing this song to yourself and you feel it's a good song and it should be heard by everyone. So you begin to look for someone to produce your music. You find a producer and the producer informs you that they will charge you a certain amount of money. You go on a quest to put together money to pay the producer. Please stay with me because I am going somewhere with this wobbling. And finally you get your song and it sounds amazing. You then begin to think and look for ways to put your music out to the public. Out in the public, when we hear your music, we rush down to the music shop and buy your CD. The next time you are doing a show, we purchase a ticket to come and watch you perform. And when we hear the name, Jack the Musician, we all say Jack is a successful, wealthy musician. Let's go back to our today's topic, money. So, the question I want to ask you, my dear viewers, who made Jack wealthy and successful? I know some of you will say, the people that bought Jack's CDs, tickets, and other endorsements. Others will say his sweet voice did. Both answers are correct to a certain level, but those answers are what you have been taught to think, while the truth is, Jack's mind is what made him rich. Let me explain. When you buy Jack's music, what you are buying is his thoughts and his ideas. You are paying for Jack's thinking and nothing more. Another example to drive the point home, look at the clothes that you are wearing right now. Someone somewhere designed those clothes. It could be a known designer or unknown, but the fact is someone designed them and made them. Someone took a fabric and made it to a cloth in whichever form. The difference between a successful, wealthy designer and unsuccessful designer is the amount of exposure these two designers have. The unknown designer could be very talented and makes very beautiful clothes, but if they only make clothes for 10 people and sell to 10 people, then they will make money from 10 people only. On the other hand, if another designer believes in their capabilities, believes that their work is worth to be recognized by all and actually strives to bring out their work to the greater masses, creating a clothing line, and market it, and he or she sells to millions, then they make millions. And once again people will say, the designer is talented and very successful. But where did the design ideas come from? Where did the belief in oneself come from? The source of all this is the mind. The difference between a successful person and the poor person is their thinking. George Bernard Shaw said, "People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, they make them." Think of it this way. If the designer didn't have the designs and worked a way to make clothes, would you spend your money on them? If the musician didn't produce the beautiful songs that you love, would you buy an empty CD? If you are a Range Rover person or a Mercedes lover, would you go to a company that has posters of Mercedes displayed but don't have the actual vehicles and give them your money because you like the name Mercedes? You can if you want. But you give out money to exchange for a product or a service. You buy Mercedes because of the promise of the feeling and service it will provide you. Mercedes is someone's thought, someone's ideas being actualized. When you look at Mercedes, then you know whoever built Mercedes what they were thinking. Everything that you see now began as a thought. There is nothing made that wasn't a thought first, including the experiences that people go through. You thought of something, dwelled and focused on it, then the circumstances got aligned to bring the thought to a reality, just like the process of moving from mere words to a written-down song to a produced song with beats and video. So the outside world doesn't make you rich or poor, your mind does. Wealth is a mindset and poverty is a mindset. You become rich first in the mind by thinking right, by believing in yourself and your ideas, and working on your ideas to bring them to a fruition. Everyone has ideas. Everyone is talented in one area or another. But very few take time to work on their ideas. The people who are successful are people who took time to figure out what they are good at and worked relentlessly despite the challenges to bring them to a fruition. They are the people who don't quit, even when they fail, they keep at it until they succeed. So before you point a finger to an outside circumstance, ask yourself, if the answer is in my mind, how can I use my mind to create a different life for myself? Your mind holds all the answers you need. Reprogram your mind and cultivate a wealth mindset by reading books on wealth creation, watch content that teaches you how to manage money and create financial freedom. Attend seminars where they discuss about money. Spend your time reading success stories of people who built wealth from zero to help rewire your mind that it's possible for you too to succeed. Take time away from social media. Prioritize taking some time alone to think. Take action to work on your ideas and don't stop until you succeed, no matter the time it takes you to actualize them. Remember, the market pays everyone who has something of value to offer, the person who believes in their ideas enough to put them out there. A closed mouth is never fed. The answers and the solutions to change your life is engraved deep within you. Take charge of your life by taking charge of how you think.